Good afternoon. Just thought I'd take this opportunity to have a little chat with you regarding our parish and the initiatives that are coming up and all that is happening. Hopefully, good, more good than bad. Anyway, we are in the second week of Easter now. We've celebrated our first feast day of Divine Mercy Parish, somewhat with a good crowd there and good spirit, certainly praying the Chaplet of Mercy, venerating our new image of mercy that's now going to be located and placed in St. John 23rd Church, and celebrated the Mass on Sunday afternoon. So it was a wonderful opportunity for us to have our first feast day. As we move along and as things are going to be unfolding, especially with regards to the parish leadership team doing the day-to-day work and the things that are going to be necessary as we move forward. The formation now of the new Pastoral Council for Divine Mercy Parish is underway, and we're going to be sharing with them some of the requirements and requests from Archbishop Dunn as his expectations for the Pastoral Council. And the leadership of the Pastoral Council certainly being chosen from among, obviously, our parish, the three church communities as well. So things are looking up. Our Finance Council continues to do its work and monthly meetings and making sure financially we're keeping up to par with things and trying to do the best we can with what we need to do and whatever is necessary. Also, the next piece is with regards to our building committee. Our building committee is comprised of membership as well from our three church communities. They were requested some months ago to actually do an assessment of the many and various buildings in our parish community, now comprised from St. Andrew's, St. Clement, and St. John 23rd, and give an assessment of the buildings and their potential use and how we might be able to use them well. First of all, seeing if there is any necessary work that needs to be done in upkeep, but also what is the potential use that we would identify, certainly as we form our Pastoral Council and the parish leadership team. You know, when we began this venture some years ago with the pastoral approach and pastoral letter of Archbishop Mancini, we were invited to look at what will it take for our parish to be renewed, and then we moved into this new parishes stronger together mentality where three parishes are combined in our state of Divine Mercy Parish. What are the things that we can do and can do better together as a community? What are some of the things that we are doing that maybe we won't need to be doing anymore? And how do we identify the things that we're doing in relationship to the actual vision of a parish and the vision for the parish? Well, that's going to take some time, and it's going to take some work as well, and it's going to take the efforts of all of our committees and our organizations to realize that we are in a new time. We have not been here before. This is not just simply once COVID's over, we resume business as usual. We have been invited to do something new, and we have been invited to do this new thing together as three church communities, three families of faith in the one parish. And what this means for me, what this means for you, well, it's going to take on its role as well. But it isn't just business as usual. And with regards to that, I think one of the bigger things that we've been doing is looking at the various realities of the way in which we're using our buildings, the way in which we're using our land, and what is necessary. Well, we have to make some decisions within the next year that will impact this new parish reality and basically be stemming from our parish identity as well. So with that being said, I guess we're approaching and looking at, as you know, many of you know, I moved out of St. Clement's Rectory in May of 2020, and I moved to St. Andrew's Rectory, which is in Eastern Passage. It's a newer home, it's a smaller home, less care and needing to be taken care of. And in that move, the vacated residence of St. Clement's remained, unused upstairs, the first floor and the second floor. The first or the basement area, which was basically office area plus space for a meeting room as well, a boardroom. We are still planning to utilize that space as we need it, as an extra space for meetings for groups or committees that might be evaluated as being necessary for our community and our parish. But the house itself is actually going to be rented soon, and I've asked Ann James, who is our administrative coordinator, to do some of that, to stay there, to use the house, and to basically, it would provide us with a year at least of looking at what we might possibly use that parish house for and how we might utilize it better. But in the meantime, somebody is in it, it's being kept, and at the same time, there is a rent being paid, minimal rent, because Anne is also working in the parish, and we're happy that she's able to do this for us for this particular year. So I just wanted to basically inform you of that. Ongoing reality with the convent at Eastern Passage. Notice there was a little bit of vandalism done, which precipitates us to look at possibly the next move. That has to be done in relationship to cost and all of these other things, but the convent is not going to be used for anything for future reference. We had possibly thought about selling it. However, that piece of property still remains close to our parish property, so it would impede some of possible potential future use and future visioning for our parish as well. So the thought is we may look at demolishing the convent and preparing that space just to be vacant for now, and allowing us time to make some other further proposals for the property area, what we might be able to do and how we might be able to serve the church in this portion of our parish called Divine Mercy Parish. So, with all of that being said, I'll continue to kind of give you these updates. However, as we strive to make things available and try to be as transparent and accountable as possible, we're trying to do the best we can, and I believe we have a good group of people who are working in the various councils, the Finance Council, in the parish leadership team, and I believe a good group of people who have said yes to my invitation to work with the Pastoral Council, which will essentially be burdened with the task of the vision, not burdened, but basically sharing in the task of forming the vision for our parish and working with me on that level. So I ask your prayers, your continued prayers, and be assured of mine as we strive to move forward and as we strive to be the people that we're called to be. Divine Mercy Parish. Thank you, and God bless.